Hello there. Um, so I decided to make a new video about 5 horror movies that I believe are very underrated. They aren't much discussed. I don't very much hear them be listed as someone's favorites, but I really love them and I would like to shout out them. I already have my 5 horror movies that I think are very underrated right here, and I'll start discussing them now. And the first one that I like to give a little shout out, a little spotlight is The Invasion of the Body Snatchers remake from 1978. Now, I have seen the original 1956 film in black and white. I did like it. I found it I found it a bit cheesy but fun and even scary at moments. But the remake is amazing, honestly. I have seen it this year, just a few days ago, and it's already on my list of favorite horror movies and one of the scariest horror movies that I have seen. The it's honestly deserving in the same put up there as some of the best remakes ever, up there with The Fly and The Thing. The film just has amazing. I think all of the actors are casted perfectly. No matter how small of a part, they feel real, which makes the entire situation of the movie even more terrifying. And just the camera movements, the silence, the the ending. The ending is probably the best known thing about the remake, but it's absolutely terrifying. The version of this Body Snatchers remake from the 70s is definitely a must watch in my personal opinion. I do still recommend the original, but the remake is so amazing and definitely deserves to be talked about more. So please give it a watch. And also the original. The original is still very good, but I prefer the remake. The second film on my underrated horror movies list is the 2002 horror thriller 1 Hour Photo, which stars Robin Williams in the main role as Sai, the photo guy. um, he plays a photo developer of films, like in a department store. People go and take their rolls of film uh, to him, and he makes them to photographs. The most terrifying thing about it is, yet again, it feels so real. Every bit of it, like, there's a scene where the mother, I forgot to say, the entire point is that he doesn't have a family, so he's obsessed with this one particular family with a child. Like, he feels like he's a part of their family because he knows everything about them. So we just following him in this terrifying moment, the terrifying stalker like, just, well, it's I'm really bad at this, oh my god. Anyways, there's one scene where the mother talks to the son. The son is like, I feel bad for Sai because I think he's alone. And the mother says, well, if we give our good thoughts to him, maybe he'll day get better. But we then see Sai, and he just stands there doing nothing. His life isn't any better, which is just. And the photographs, like he makes copies of every single photo the family takes and puts them on the walls. And the photographs look so real, like most photographs in movies look very Photoshop fake, which we are used to, honestly. But in this movie, they just look really real, like actual photographs that a family would take, and it makes them even more terrifying. Everything about the movie just feels real. Mark Romanek is the director, and my God, he really should direct more movies. I think he only directed 3, and this is the only one I've seen from him. But I can already feel that he has an amazing eye, and he really should do more movies because this movie is directed amazingly and also shot amazingly. Some of the shots remind me of a Stanley Kubrick film, honestly. That's how well the movie is shot. Just, I won't say anymore, just check out 1 Hour Photo. It's an amazing and underrated film. The third movie that I found very underrated that I like to talk about is John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness from 1994. In the Mouth of Madness is probably John Carpenter's most underrated work. Like, he has a lot of movies that I would say they are underrated, and out of all of them, In the Mouth of Madness is probably my favorite. This is also probably his most abstract work, like the most mind-bending work, because he does play around with storytelling and our obsession of writer's work and creator's work. The Honestly, it's just a movie that I just want to recommend to everyone without them knowing anything much about it, because it, the movie just it's a movie that you should seriously see for yourself to just witness it. It's nuts. It's has amazing acting, especially from Sam Neill, the lead role. It has amazing moments. One of my favorites is when the woman is talking about, like, reads a bit from a paper, from from a screenplay, or no, from book pages, and Sam Neill just looks in the abyss while she's reading it. It's amazing moment, and also the ending. John Carpenter really knows how to make very memorable endings, because every movie that I have seen from him, or most of his famous movies, have very memorable endings. And In the Mouth of Madness might have one of my favorite endings from one of his movies. It just, I love it. I love the ending. And I love the movie. In the Mouth of Madness is truly an amazing movie, and I highly recommend it. The fourth movie now is what I think is a very underrated vampire movie, which is Thirst from Park Chan Wook. Park Chan Wook is probably best known for Old Boy, and also The Handmaiden. He's one of my favorite directors. And Thirst is one of it's a movie that I'm not sure that most people would about think about his movies or even vampire movies, because it's truly an amazing story about love. And he's yet another director who really knows how to end movies, because even though in the movie Thirst there's not really a shocking ending, kind of like in Old Boy or The Handmaiden, but Thirst still has a really memorable ending that I still remember to this day. It won't leave my head. Sorry. The movie also just, I think I realized something about myself, and that is that I really like vampire movies bec- because they're just so amazing, and if they do correctly. Like, my favorite vampire movie is Let the Right One In. Also, I love Bram Stoker's Dracula, and The Lost Boys is amazing. But out of all of them, Thirst, I think, is the most underrated one, because I hear about it, talk about the least. And if you are a fan of books, past works, and of vampire movies, then I highly recommend Thirst. It's, it has amazing acting, amazing just directing, cinematography, and of course, an amazing ending. I highly recommend it. It is truly a hidden gem. And the last movie that I would like to talk about is the 2007 Halloween movie Trick or Treat, directed by Michael Dougherty, I believe his name. His name is. Wait a minute. I think I got it right. Like, I cannot think about a single movie that just loves and absorbs itself in Halloween as much as Trick or Treat does. Every moment of the movie just oozes with Halloween. It's honestly just visually an amazing movie to just look at. But besides that, Trick or Treat is a anthology story with multiple stories in it, and all of them are entertaining. I enjoy all of them. They're, it's just a fun movie to sit around with friends and watch it. It also has a very famous character of Sam, who is basically known as much as Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees at this point. He's an amazing just character visually, and also I it's just a really fun movie to just watch around this time. And out of all of them, if you want to watch a movie around October or Halloween, I definitely recommend Trick or Treat the most, because it just will immediately put you in the Halloween feels. And I recommend it. I recommend all of these movies, in fact. All of these movies I find very underrated, and and very just well done in their own ways. All of them have something to give, and I hope that my recommendations and my little talk about them makes you want to watch them. And that's all. I hope you will like the movies, and I hope you enjoy the video. I know that I seem a little bit awkward, like always. I can't do much about that. I'm a very awkward person, but whatever. I hope you still enjoy the video, and thank you.